Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about a problem which I should have been able to solve in the interview, but wasn't because I chose Java to solve the problem. Now, as you know, I have been trying to come back to Java and learning it again, but somehow this problem was something that I was not able to translate into my thought process about solving this in Java. But anyway, today we're going to try and solve this in JavaScript. So let's get started. I'm going to change the view, start the music, and reduce the volume for myself. Okay, continue. So the problem on your screen, as you can see, I've written flatten JSON. Pretty straightforward problem, right? So the expected input and output, if I tell you, we have the input will be JSON object and output will be flattened keys basically. So what I mean by that is, if I show you with an example, we have the input looks something like this. So you have a JSON object A1, B2. Let's say C is another JSON object with D as another JSON object with E, which is, let's say, a string hello. The output should be a JSON object that should look like A1, B2, C dot D dot E as hello. Okay, this is the expected input and output. Now, fairly simple problem, right? We just keep track of the current prefix we are at and recursively just go down the JSON structure while keeping track of the prefix so far and just return the flattened keys that we have. So let's try to solve this in JavaScript, and if you any one of you who can solve this in Java, make sure you put it down in the comments so that we can review it later. So let's try to solve this now. Let's write some code. So I'm gonna do online JSON compiler. I'm gonna use program is only. So I'll do function, let's call it flatten JSON. Yeah, this takes an object and it also takes a current prefix that is initially empty. So I'm gonna iterate on the keys of this object. So const key in object. Okay, and I'm gonna do if, let's call const current value equals object of key, right? So we'll check if type of current value equals object. So if this is an object, there are two things in JavaScript that can be object: the object itself and an array as well as an object. So we'll check if array dot is array, oops, yes, current value. If this is an array, we can just simply store it and return the answer. So I'll just const answer this, right? Simple. And we'll do answer of, so we need to find out the key. So here prefix is blank, but we could come this recursively, right? So write a function to get the prefix. This function get prefix, which will take the current prefix and which will take the current key, and it will return if prefix is blank, it will just return key, else it will return prefix concatenated with a dot and then the key, right? So this is done, and then we'll just use it. So we'll do get prefix of prefix comma key equals current value, right? So if type of current value is this, otherwise we'll just recursively call this flatten JSON. We'll pass it the current value. This is again passed by reference in JavaScript objects, and prefix will make it as $prefix dot dollar key, or I should rather use the function here, right? So I'll use get prefix comma key. Okay, this is done, and we'll take the return value from here, const val, and then we'll do for const subkey in return value, and we'll put this in answer. So answer of get prefix prefix comma subkey equal to which is the return value of sub key. Cool. This is handled for object. If it's a primitive like a string, an integer, or something like that, we can just directly do answer of get prefix of prefix comma key equals parent value. Okay, let's test this out. I'm just gonna make out some blank space here. Const input is equal to, let's say, a1 b2 c is a nested object having d, which is another nested object having, let's say, hello. Okay, and I'm gonna do const output equal to let's call flatten json. Okay, we'll pass it the input, that's it, and we'll do console.log output. Let's run this, it should work. Its output is undefined because we aren't returning the answer. Should return answer. So we get a1 b2 c dot c dot d dot e. So we c dot c is repeated here, right? So we need to avoid that. And to do that, we will, sure we have done somewhere, so prefix comma key. Prefix is empty, it should return this. So okay. When we call in JSON, we call with prefix right, which is fine. When we come here, this is happening here basically. So when we are calling this prefix comma sub key, this is where it's going wrong. Prefix. So instead of doing it this way, what I can do is I can do answer equal to answer comma ret val. Instead of looping like this, I can do this, and I can make it like let, and then let's run it, and we get the right answer. So while looping over there, we added another prefix, another key again in the prefix, but this is, let's check this for arrays as well. So let's make it like, let's make it f is an array of 1 2 3. Let's run this. Oops, not, I missed a comma. Let's run this. We get c dot d dot f as 1 2 3, and then again it tries to loop over the array. So this is a test failure, right? In this case, we should avoid it and call the break. You can call continue, not break. We get 1 e2 c dot d dot e as hello, and c dot d dot f as an array 1 2 3. So that's the solution to the problem. I'm pretty sure if I would have chosen it to solve, if I would have chosen JavaScript to solve this problem, I could have done it very easily, but as it stands, I was not able to do. But if any of you can try to solve this in Java, that'll be very good. Let's share that in comments, and let's, if anybody of you do it, I'll share it in my next video and discuss more about it. Anyway, until next video, take care. Bye bye.